Lights, camera, action. David Brin. Idea for a novel. Aliens come to Earth and overtake it by looking like kitty cats and growing to love and then devour the kids that they grow up with. Anyways, yeah, I just had a dream, and I wonder if that's how it happened, the takeover of Earth. Because that happened, you know, spaceships drawn deep inside caves, warning us of aliens that were no good. David Brin idea about a futuristic novel where Nuestra Familia and Norteño Nation is at work doing good works, getting very well paid by my parent company, and the U.S. government is also subsidizing, you know, keeping them on the straight and narrow, and that could happen. What's going to happen is stevia splitting water into a natural gas has to get validated, and its exhaust does act like the fountain of youth if you remove all of the floating soap at the end of the blend. I figured out how to turn water into gas using stevia. David Brin. Iced coffee and ice. That's wonderful. The things you can do with stevia. It leaves a fantastic taste in your mouth once you get used to the taste. And I figured out the cure, gentlemen. All we have to do is convince the United States government to outlaw toxic sugar, toxic cane sugar, and implement stevia into the American diet. And I was figuring if we could get an attorney to sue the FDA and say, look, you know, there's ample evidence that cane sugar kills, and Dan Quinn has evidence in his mom's cat and his uncle and the hundreds of fans that have contacted me through the years saying, you know what, they got on stevia and their blood sugar normalized, and they didn't have to take insulin shots anymore. Yeah, that's happened far too many times. for the evidence not to be brought in front of the FDA, or some court, because stevia is the cure. So, David Brin, there are aliens. I saw them when I was 8 years old. Think of me as the real life Fiban Bulger. Because I'm the one who figured out that stevia turns water into a natural gas, whose exhaust can be turned into what acts like the fountain of youth, and it's going to make me the richest man on the planet. And with that money, I can pretty much do whatever I want. I'll be a billionaire, a trillionaire. And all I have to do is get validated. So, 760-809-1744 for those who have continued to watch. That number can mean different things. Somebody that has cancer, and we're going to start to cure them using stevia, water, and a blender. Get a lot of stevia into their water that they're drinking, stevia into their milk to make it sweet for their cereal, stevia into just about everything that they consume, and using a blender to get all the toxic hidden soap that's in water out of it before they drink it, turns it into a liquid that brings cancerous cats back from certain death into perfect health, then leads to a human too in my uncle. And in phones that I've lost, I've had body miracles, people getting on stevia, and I've lost contact. That's why 760-809-1744. Once it gets validated, it's going to become validated that everything that I've said in every video is true. And me getting Maitreya tattooed on my stomach, across my stomach, Maitreya. I wonder if there's enough light to pick it up. I got that knowing that it was no joke, that I could back up every word. The prophecy, the myth of Maitreya is that he'll bring free power, and that's what stevia blending water into a natural gas that can power engines represents yeah, so we're at 10:43. I'm gonna wrap this up. 760-809-1744. If you want to help me become a billionaire and get paid for doing it,